Hi everyone, my name is Peter Pikalski. Today we will continue with building financial model of a brick factory from scratch. And now it's time for us to create the timeline to put these percentages of time allocation inside the timeline. So if you find this video valuable, you might give us a like, subscribe our channel, share this video with your friends. You can order financial models from scratch for your unique business idea. So let's create the timeline first of all. So the first year of our calculations will be 2022. Format cells like this. We will have a 10-year horizon. So the first year will be the input. So we'll mark it with color. Then we have months. So here we'll create the timeline. First of all, we will do months. So we will have 120 months timeline. This will end and DQ column and DQ here.
I know that because I've been in financial modeling for more than 15 years, so just believe me. So
now what I'm doing, I'm just putting here 2022 format cells. December and +1. So we are trying to automate this story, because if we want to displace all project to 1 year to the right, we'll be easily doing this without manually copy pasting all timeline tables. November, December ends here. 23, then 24, 25,
26, 27, 28, 30, 31. That's it.
So now we'll just assign some colors. December, like this. Then we are copying formats. So now if we want to displace the whole project from 2022 and start the financial model from 2023, so it will end with 2032. So it's starting from 2023, and the financial model is ending with 2032. So we can easily displace the whole horizon. Let's set it back. So what's now? So now we have to specify when we start operating activity. So we will just create the block of here, insert, we will put these values here, we will put these values here. So starting operating activity, start, month, year. So for month we will use data validation. For example, May, home. So this will be the input. So I'll mark all inputs with this specific color. Then year. Also we're using data validation list. For example, in 2022, 4-month sales. So these are the inputs, so we mark them with a specific color. So now we're going back to timeline table, start of operating activity, start of operating activity. So if end, so this year equals to this year, then we end, and this equals to this month, we're freezing these cells, then we put 1, otherwise 0. So this is the moment when we start operating activity. Here it is.
So now we have to create some line where we will have 1 if we have operating activity at this moment, and we will put 0 if we don't have operating activity at this moment, because later we will link fixed cost, payroll to this line. So operating activity 0, 0, 1, 1, like this. So 0 means that we don't have operating activity at this moment, and here means that 1 means that we do have operating activity, and we will link different expenses to this line to make them happen from the moment when we start the business, when we get the first revenues, or we will start the production process.
So now the next step will be creating the table like 1, 2, the counting the numbers of months of operating activity, because um, one of the most important things is when we start operating activity, we won't be able to get the 100% of production capacity starting right from the first month. So when we start the operating activity, for example, we will producing just 5% of the total production capability that we may have, and we have to create the algorithms for that. So for example, the first month when we start, we reach only 5% of target, then 10%, then 15, then 20, and then for example after a year of operating activity we'll get the 100% of production capability. So when we will have to create some algorithm for that and link this algorithm to some line, and now we'll just be creating the line for this algorithm. So
So these are the numbers of months of operating activity. So here they start, and then we have them counting one by one. By the way, let's freeze view, let's freeze the first column. Then let's create the end of investment stage. We will also need this line to link the investment plan to the moment when we start operating activity. So this moment will be here. So this is the moment when we start operating activity, and this is the moment when the investment stage ends. So we will need this to link the investment stage to the moment when we start. Then to link investment plan correctly, we will have to create the line like 1, 2, 3 for the number of months before, because when we will create the investment plan, we will have to put these values to the past from the moment when we start operating activity. And we will automate and link the investment plan expenses to the moment when we start the business. So how it can be done? So we will write the formula backwards. If this one is 0 and this one equals to 0, then 0. This one 0, but this one is more than 0, then we put 1. Otherwise we will do like this, closing brackets and moving this formula to the left backwards. So this is the investment stage countdown. So this is the timeline, and now it's time for us to create the block of inputs where we will specify the speed of reaching the planned revenue, planned production values inside the timeline. So this will be the topic of the next video.
So I hope you enjoyed. You may give us a like, subscribe, share this video, write a comment, or you can order a financial model from scratch for your unique business idea. We can help you with that. So see you guys in next videos. Thank you and bye.